Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Jack here from forestfanjr and welcome to another video on the channel. Today it is my 20 facts video. Callum's got one of these, check the description, you'll be able to find that there. Basically it's just a video of 20 facts you may or may not know about me. Ooh. Right guys, so fact number one in this video, the first in the list, is about my birthday. What famous people I share my birthday with. So my birthday is July the 29th. I share my birthday with YouTuber Amy Lee, reality TV personality Joey Essex. There's 3 footballers that I can find: Gibril Sidibe, Jay Rodriguez and Andy Reid, who I actually met a few years ago on my birthday. So if I can find that picture, I'll put it in now. For my second fact, I studied, for GCSE I chose to study Geography, History, Food Tech and Business. Now, I actually passed all of those apart from business, which ironically I'm actually taking at college. I passed level 2, finished that in June of last year. I'm now currently doing level 3. Obviously with maths, English, science and ICT, I passed English. Not sure about ICT, I was a bit confusing on the like the grades for that. Fact number 3 in this video is about this club here, Nottingham Forest. I've supported Forest all my life. I've been brought up with my dad supporting Forest, his side of the family all from Nottingham, and yeah, I've supported them all my life. I recently, about a year and a half ago, started supporting Lincoln City as a bit of a second team. I was invited to one of their games and took a little bit of interest because that is the city I was born in. My main team is Nottingham Forest. I got my first season ticket I think when I was 7. It was either 6 or 7, the season we went up from League 1 to the Championship. Had a season ticket for a few years, but it got like too expensive. The season ticket prices rocketed up. Ticket prices have gone down now, but I've got a job on the weekend, so I'm not able to go to games. I do try and go to as many as I can. Like mostly I will try and go to like midweek games at home, because it's not too far away from where I live. No work, I've got no college the next day on a if it's a Wednesday night, I've got no college the next day. But yeah, hopefully we'll go up this season. We'll have to wait and see. Right, so now I'm going to be talking about my favourite past and present Nottingham Forest players. So I'll start with my favourite present players. I've got two for past and 2 for present actually. So my favourite current, or my first favourite current Forest player is Benny Osborne. Yeah, I've always liked Super Benny Osborne. I don't know why. He's just one of these players who, he's not like outstanding in terms of skill, or he doesn't have like a rasping shot or anything like that, but he's just so, he always puts an 11 out of 10 every single game. That's all you can ask for as a fan. He plays for the badge. He scored a huge goal against Derby back in like 2015 to clinch it at Pride Park, and he just seems to always put in like 110% every single game, and I love a player who does that, a bit of a workhorse. And my second favourite Forest player currently is Joe Lolly. Yeah, now he does have a rasping shot. He's got pace, he can score. He's scored some sublime goals so far, such as the one against Bolton and the one against Middlesbrough. And yeah, he's just, he comes up with some fantastic goals. Also that one against Villa, that was actually a superb strike. And yeah, he's our luxury player, I think, alongside Lewis Grabban, and yeah, he's doing excellent so far this season. And in terms of my past players for Forest, there's 2. One similar to Benny Osborne and one similar to Joe Lolly actually. So the one similar to Joe Lolly is Radosław Majewski, the Polish international that we did have at the club a couple of years ago. Yeah, he scored some superb goals. The one that sticks in my mind was against West Brom, where the ball came over and he hit it on the volley into the roof of the net. An absolute screamer. And yeah, he was just fantastic. Scored brilliant goals when they were needed. And for Robbie Earnshaw, the second player, second past Forest player, that's one of my favourites. Like Benny Osborne, his desire, like he would always run up to the keeper and like press him when the ball's been played back to him. He wouldn't just trot up to him and watch the ball sail over his head. He'd always run up to him, like stick his leg out, try and block the ball, and he scored some superb goals when they were needed as well. So yeah, they're my favourite past and present Forest players. Fact number 4 in this list is about the different football stadiums I've been to. The stadium tour ground was the Santiago Bernabeu, which is home to Real Madrid. In terms of going to watch games, I've been to this stadium. If you don't know what stadium that is, it is the world famous City Ground, Forest Stadium. I've been to Old Trafford, which is Man United's ground, the Etihad, which is Manchester City's ground, the Hawthorns, home to West Bromwich Albion, Sunderland Stadium, which is the Stadium of Light, Glanford Park, the home of Scunthorpe United. I've been to Lincoln City's home, which is Sincil Bank, Grimsby Town's home, which is Blundell Park. I've been to Wembley, the home of English football. I've been to Emirates, Arsenal Stadium. I've been to the King Power, home to Leicester City. Craven Cottage, which is a home to Fulham. And I have also been to Hull City's KCOM Stadium. I hope to go to more grounds in the future. I'd like to actually go travelling around Europe to different stadiums, potentially the world, if I get the chance. I don't know if I will, but I'd love to do that. Right guys, so fact number 6 now in this video. When I was younger, I can't quite remember how old I was. I think I was about 7 or 8. I used to have this thing called Magnatech, which was these like bendy or straight coloured tubes or sticks with magnets on the end, and you would attach them with these different ball bearings. You could like make different things like statues and towers and stuff like that. And I was trying to take all the ball bearings off the tubes, and I was using my mouth for some reason. Like I would put the tube in my mouth, with like the ball would be in my mouth, the tube on my teeth, and pull it out and then spit the ball out. I don't know why I was doing that. It's a bit stupid really. But yeah, I was doing that, just talking to my mum, I think, and then I swallowed one, and I remember like jumping up, saying, I swallowed it, I swallowed it, I swallowed it, I swallowed it. And my mum didn't believe me. She's like, no you haven't, if you'd swallowed it you'd be choking. And I remember saying, no, I didn't really. And then like she shouted, did you actually swallow it? I ended up admitting to it, I swallowed it. I had to go all the way to hospital. I remember getting this like cardboard thing that looked a bit like a cowboy hat, and I had to put it on the toilet in case it, in case it came out. But yeah, that's something I don't really plan on doing again. And looking back on it now, it's actually a really stupid thing that I did. Right guys, so for fact number 7 on this video, it's actually about the first ever console I had. I think I was about 6 years old when I was bought this, and it was an Xbox original. I had this for a few months, I think, and it stopped working, or something went wrong with it. I can't remember what it was. Maybe I think it might have had the red ring of death. I can't quite remember. So my uncle gave me his when he got the Xbox 360, and yeah, I had games such as FIFA 07, Midway Arcade Classics, which was sort of like a combination of games. I remember having a Shrek game where you could pick different characters, so it was either against CPU or against an opponent, and you would pick a character who would basically fight each other. That was actually the first console I ever had. Right, so moving on to the next fact in this video is regarding YouTube and how I started watching YouTube, and how I got into sort of the videos I watch now. So I remember when I was younger, quite a bit younger to be fair, I went to my mum's friend's house and I went on her computer and started watching videos like about poo and stuff like that on YouTube. And that's what I really used to think YouTube was about, just silly videos. Callum told me about a YouTuber he started watching, which is rage game videos. And I was interested to see if there were any videos on FIFA, the game that I used to play and still play a bit now. And there was. I started watching EA Sports official YouTube channel and do their Game of the Week compilation. Then a recommended video from KSI playing the game against Deji, and yeah, since then I found loads of his other videos, started seeing other videos from other content creators, and it sort of just expanded, and yeah, that's how I sort of got into watching YouTube. Okay, so the next fact in this video is about the TV, films and books that I read. So yeah, I don't really watch too much TV these days. For a while I went like ages without actually watching it. I started getting back into watching a bit more TV. I recently finished watching The Apprentice and I'm a Celebrity to get me out of here. Every week I watch Match of the Day, obviously I'm such a big football fan, why wouldn't I? In terms of books, I like reading YouTuber books, so Chris MD's book, the Copper 90 World Cup book, KSI My Bell End, the Sidemen book, things like that. I used to really enjoy reading the Dive for Wimpkin books. They were, I used to read them like hours when I was in bed, when I was meant to be going to sleep. Yeah, I used to love them. And in terms of films, my favourite film is actually one that I don't think many people have heard of before. It's called True Story. I'd really recommend trying to get your hands on that if you can. I won't go into too much detail about what it is now, but yeah, it's a fantastic film. Also, the Gold series is a fantastic series. I've seen the first one. I'm going to watch the second one soon. I've seen clips of it. It looks absolutely fantastic. So yeah, they're sort of films, TV and books that I read. And then, so for my next fact, is to do with the sort of jobs I wanted to do and want to do in the future. When I was younger, the job I wanted to do was a footballer. I think that's what most boys who enjoyed football when they were young wanted to be. Then I thought I might be a bit more realistic, and I went through a phase and wanted to be an electrician and then a baker. But now, other than being a YouTuber, I wouldn't mind doing something to do with marketing and social media due to my course at college. And also, at the minute I do have a job, washing pots and tea room. I do enjoy it, I really do enjoy it. It's only part-time, as I say, but yeah, hopefully that won't turn into my full-time job for a long time in the future, but only time will tell. Right guys, now for fact number 11 of this video. I'm actually quite a quiet person until I really get to know the person or the people I'm talking to. You know, I know that might sound a bit weird with my videos because I'm a very talkative, loud person, but until I get to know you, I'm quite quiet. For fact number 12, I actually, you can probably tell this from most of my videos, to be honest, if you watch Uncle or stuff like that, but if I find a topic I'm really passionate about, I can talk literally until kingdom come. I think that's a good thing really, because like, if you're trying to, you know, use it in debates or something like that, but it can be quite boring for some other people on the other end of the conversation. But yeah, so for things like football, YouTube, stuff like that, I could talk until kingdom come, you know. Yeah, I could just go on and on and on. Fact number 13, crisps. Yeah, I used to love them when I was younger. Like, I used to eat them, you know, every day. Like, I've had stories from my grandparents, mainly my grandma and from my mum as well, saying that they used to take me for walks when I was younger, and I used to, you know, get crisps every time, ask for them every time I used to go there. But now I just cannot stand them. The smell of them, the taste, just everything about them. Like, even sometimes the look of the crisps, I just cannot do with it. Number 14 for me is that when I was younger, I think I was in year 9, which would put me at about 14. I went on a school trip to Thorpe Park. We went on the log flume. First time, absolutely fine. The second time, I was wearing my hat, and I went as it went down. My hat flew off, and yeah, I've never seen that hat again. I was a little bit sad because it was an official forest hat, but yeah, it was kind of a bit of a silly idea to wear a hat on the log flume, but yeah. Right guys, now for fact number 15. I have immediate family in Nottingham, Manchester, Australia, and the small town in the middle of the island where I live. As for extended family, I think I've got family in Doncaster and somewhere in Scotland. I think it's Dundee, but I'm not really too sure about that. Another fact within this list is it's more of a funny story that happened to me when I was at school. Actually, we've spoken about it on the channel before, but I thought I'll go through it again. It was actually a really bad day for me. I'll explain why later, but the main funny story, I was in the library helping to do some laminating for the librarian, and I leant over the laminator to pick up some of the stuff we'd already done so I could show Callum how much I'd done, and my tie actually like slipped into the laminator, and as it was, and it sort of started going through, and it luckily it was a clip-on, so it clipped off my shirt and got stuck in the actual laminator, like the top of the bit, the clip on bit got stuck on the rollers where it sort of flattens out the laminator, and actually like ripped into it. Yeah, so I broke the laminator. Luckily they were looking at getting another one anyway, but yeah, I broke the laminator. And to top that day off, before that, I was actually in PE, slipped over during basketball, and broke my wrist. So yeah, what a cracking day that was. So guys, on to fact number 17 now. It was actually when I started being friends with Callum. This was about 10 years ago now. We were in year 4, so I was about 7 or 8 years old. I noticed Callum was sat by himself. He had no one else to hang around with, so I went up to him, asked him if he wanted to hang out with me, and the rest is history, I guess. Fact number 18, we are coming towards the end of this list now, is about the operations I've had in my life. I had one when I was younger. I can only really remember bits of it, and I can't even remember what it was for. The only bits I remember was actually being on the operating table, and they gave me this, like, it's a bit like Where's Wally. I had to try and find him to help me fall asleep. I can't even remember what it was for. And then I had some based on my knees. These were a few years ago now. I think 2014 was the year. My legs weren't growing properly. They were growing at separate rates and not in the direction they were meant to be going. So I had to have some metal plates, one into my left knee, two into my right knee, and about 6 months or so later, I had them removed. So yeah, they're the 3 operations I've had within my life. Right, so moving on to the penultimate fact in this list, which is fact number 19. It's actually about these things, my glasses. So I got glasses when I was 8 years old, year 4 in school. I originally got them just for reading and writing, watching TV, that sort of thing. And then I started getting headaches and my eyes felt quite strained, so I ended up getting them permanently a year later. I've had quite a few pairs of glasses, to be honest. I've lost count. I think I've had maybe 5, 6 pairs potentially. Yeah, but these glasses are the first pair of glasses I've ever had that with reactor-like lenses. If you don't know what they are, they're lenses that when you go out in the sun, they go darker, to protect you from like the sun rays and things like that. And for the final fact of this video, it is actually about, as you can see, myself appearing in a Chris MD video. I bought some merch of his. It was the Wi-Fi and Pizza t-shirt. And yeah, I tweeted him the picture of me wearing it, and he put it on the video. Yeah, I was pretty shocked. I remember I was out and I got back and I had quite a few messages from Callum. Check Chris MD's new video. There's a picture of you on it. There's a picture of you on it. So yeah, I've actually made the Chris MD's video and turned in his merch. He follows me. So yeah, not too bad there. Right guys, so that does conclude my 20 facts video. If you did enjoy, please feel free to smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. If you do enjoy what you see, that would really help us. Check out the descriptions, second channel, stuff like that, the social channels, and yeah, goodbye.